This is a page from the September newsletter for Braintree Village. I mean, it's published by the property management. And I can't even tell you how many times they've had this ad in this same place through a number of newsletters. And it is, of course, the woman in the purple shirt who is portrayed in this picture as being disabled. And here's the rest of this page. I whited out some of the names. It seems to me that it's primarily the conglomerate that is really responsible for what has happened. I mean, there are just times when you get a bad leader, and there are a lot of people who are in power, you know, and who are doing something wrong. And you can't always know how somebody gets to power. Either they will get there by doing bad things, or they get corrupted once they're there. You know, I mean, it can just happen. Just because somebody's in charge of something doesn't mean that that person is a good person. And then at the bottom, this is great. Fair housing, equal opportunity information, right? Peabody Properties Incorporated does not discriminate on the basis of race, color, religion, national origin, gender, disability, familial status, marital status, sexual orientation, genetic information, veteran military status, receipt of public assistance, ancestry, age, gender identity, or other basis prohibited by federal, state, or local law in the access or admission to its programs or employment or its programs, activities, functions, or services. So that, of course, is a total lie. I mean, they've abused me, you know, almost from the first second that I got here. You know, abused me personally, abused my rights, been absolutely horrible about me, horrible about me. I mean, and I, you know, I had the fact that they're called Peabody Properties. That, I mean, they have other properties, I think, had nothing to do with my decision to stay here. I mean, I knew it wasn't. I knew, you know, when it was a housing development that I heard about when I was just a few weeks away from not being able to use my voucher anymore. And I knew I heard about it from someone, needed some place to live, and this is where I chose to live, right? And it's not meant to be a reflection on them. It's not meant to say anything about me. They've been unbelievably horrible and immature and nasty about the entire thing, and illegal. They have, you know, I'm sure that there are cameras in this apartment that were put there either by the property management, or by agents for the people that property management hired to do that. Right, I am sure that that's true, and that there are people who are seeing live video of me from this apartment. You know, and they deny it. They deny it in writing. They've denied it in writing more than once now. You know, while my privacy continues to be, you know, non-existent, and they continue to try to abuse me in other ways. Really, they have. You know, I've had to. You know, there were people out there this morning. And I had to call the office and say, you know, you have to provide documentation for the fact that that person is here. I actually ended up hanging up on the person that I spoke to because they were just the conversation. They don't want to hear anything at all that I have to say. They did get rid of that truck, but I mean, I don't want to interact with people that way. You know, I didn't want to move into this apartment so I could fight with people. You know, if they make me do it, then I'll do it. You know, I will say what I have to say, you know, try to resolve conflict in a peaceful way. But, you know, they're not interested in that, it doesn't seem to me. You know, and they are, whenever they do it, it's because they're afraid of someone who is in authority and not because they have any respect for me at all.